Hey peeps, welcome to Atypical Life. I am Leila. So today we're going to talk about IEPs. Nikaila just had her IEP today, and if you don't know what that stands for, Individualized Education Program. So basically, children with special needs who require therapies in special education. That's what you get an IEP for. In Riker's case, he doesn't get an IEP. He gets what's called a 504 because he only needs therapy, physical therapy. He doesn't need any other kind of therapies. So when you get into speech therapy or adding multiple therapies, that's when you get into an IEP for school purposes. So yes, we do homeschool, and how that works is we are part of a charter school that has an independent study program. Basically, we get funding for each child that is enrolled in the school, and then we get to spend that money the way we see fit on their educational needs, but we don't actually get the money. That is put in a school account that our ES or education specialist she takes care of. I tell her these are the things I would like for my family. So yes, we do homeschool with a charter school program. And the kids needing therapies is one of the reasons. Like, it's a good reason for therapies can cost quite a bit of money. Nikaila needs speech therapy, occupational therapy, and physical therapy, as well as she meets with a there was a bee. That's awesome. Anyways, so Nikaila gets the bee wants to come in. For some reason, bee's like, my white van. Why is that? Okay, I can't park anywhere without a swarm of bees being near my van. That's awesome. Back to what I was saying. So Nikaila is getting, also has a special education teacher she meets with once a day for the school year, and that just started this year. So this was our second IEP that we had. The first IEP, that's hard. It was a hard IEP. I was not a happy camper after that one. They decided, so it's a team of people that come in. Okay. So for this IEP, we had only at the time speech and physical therapy. And then January, Nikaila was diagnosed with pervasive developmental disorder, not otherwise specified. Recent things have developed, so I need to go back to her neurologist and actually just get her fully diagnosed with autism, because that's basically what she has. The part that he thought she was missing to make it autism, she's not missing that. Anyways, so the first IEP was with the speech therapist, and with the physical therapist was with the school psychologist, the school administrator, and a special education teacher. The school administrator, the special education teacher, and a school psychologist. They had never met Nikaila. They had to do a testing for her. Two of the three had to do a testing for her. And so they only got to work with her maybe an hour or two, really. Anyways, they, at the IEP, had determined that Nikaila should just be put into a special school. But Nikaila, she is a little behind when it comes to children her age. She is intellectually disabled. No, intellectually, she's behind. So where she's 6, she's probably about 4 or 5-year-old. And then my son, he's at more of a 5-year-old, which is good for homeschooling purposes, you know. So anyways, they made the decision that Nikaila should be put in a school. But for those who know Nikaila, know that she's so sweet. She does have some things with the autism that we're figuring out now, that we're learning. This is only the first year. It's not even a full year since she's been diagnosed. And so we're still trying to figure out how this is supposed to work for us. She has some behavioral issues, but she's really sweet for the most part. And it just worries me. I've heard a lot of things about, you know, putting the kids all together, and some kids thrive in that and some kids don't. But that's just not where God's leading me. God's not leading me to send all my kids to school. So we decided to look into the programs that the other schools offered, and that we were going to continue to homeschool until then. So that first IEP, then they decided to add in OT, occupational therapy, and to meet with a special education teacher, and a behavioralist. The school psychologist is behavioralist. So we got to meet with them. So this year we started out with meeting the 4 different people each week. So basically Tuesday through Friday, I meet with the special education teacher for about an hour. And then we have speech on one day, OT on one day, and physical therapy on the other. And then Riker has his physical therapy. So that's how that has been working so far. This year at our IEP, we got to, Nikaila didn't meet all her goals, but she made so much progress. And we made so many discoveries this year. It's amazing. She's on the verge of learning to read. We were so worried in kindergarten, all the curriculums through all the schools, they want you to learn to write along with reading. And Nikaila couldn't write. She still can't write. So we were pushing for all of these curriculums and failing because she's getting frustrated. She's getting so frustrated. And over the summer time, we still homeschooled even during the summertime because why not? It just makes it easier for when it gets tough, the days that it get tough with all the therapies and doctor's appointments. It gets easier. It's just easier to do it all year long. And then when we have to take extra days off, it's not a big deal. So I made the realization that she really can't write right now. Maybe in the future, but right this minute, no. So I'm done teaching her to write. I have expressed that to the whole school. I'm done teaching her to write right now because we missed so much on the reading front. And I realized this year that she understands that the letters that she's been working on to learn, they make words and then they make stories. And she's starting to understand those concepts. And so this year, for her IEP, for her academic goals, is she's going to start learning to read. We're going to work on sight words, which is a normal first grade thing, and also kindergarten. So we're going to start working on the sight words, and we're going to get the ball rolling on that, and making sure I'm almost positive by next semester that she'll be able to start making words together with sounds. Like she'll be able to start reading a little bit or making them on her own, but she's doing really good. As for her writing skills, her occupational therapist has agreed that we need to scale that back. And now it's just going to be making simple pictures like a tree, a stick tree, stick figure, house with just a basic square and triangle shape, and a sun circle with a little bit of, lines with the rays. So that's awesome. She also is going to get an AT device, which I will do video on the more I learn about them and when we get one. AT is assistive technology. She's going to have one that does what an AAC device does, but I don't know what the AAC stands for. But basically that's for kids with autism that don't really talk. This, however, will allow her to, she can't recall words. So if she gets excited over something, she can't go, hey mom, look at this awesome toy. She can't do that. She just, mom, toy. She gets really excited. She can't grab all those words. They're in there, but she can't grab them. And I took that as stuttering for a while, and we realized that that's not stuttering. So she is going to get an AT device, assistive technology, but that's also kind of like, it's a laptop in the sense that she's going to be able to type. So when she learns, when we're doing spelling words and I say, hey, spell the, she will just type THE instead of writing it. And so hopefully in the future she'll be able to write. We're not going to totally like, no, you're never going to write again. Peace out. That, you know, we're in, it's getting too hot in here. We're in a world full of technology, so I do want her to write. I do want her to learn to write, because I think that's really good, especially since she has hand-eye coordination issues. But that's not the way that's going to go. So for her IEP, writing isn't going to be on there. Some very basic pre-writing skills will be on there. Learning how to use the device that we need to go through and test out a few to see how it works for her. And so that's basically what we're going to do for that. As for physical therapy, she almost weighs 50 pounds. I would be surprised if she didn't weigh 50 pounds yet. Anyways, and she's really depends on me and my husband to get her in and out of the car, and she's getting really heavy. And so we've been working on her being able to get in and out of the car with assistance. And so this next year she's going to learn to do it by herself. We need to also encourage her, like I said in previous video, to use her walker more, because she's getting too big. She can't crawl. So, well, she can crawl. It really does something to your psyche when you're crawling all over the place, and everybody thinks of you as young because, you know, as a baby. She gets still referred to by kids that are younger than her. They can walk and talk, that she gets referred to as a baby, but she's 6 years old. She might be more of a 4 or 5 year old, but she's still not a baby. And she gets categorized as that still. So yeah, we have a lot of promising goals this year. I'm actually really excited. It's this last year with all these diagnoses and the IEP, it's been really hard. And so I'm actually really excited. God has filled me with some relief and some joy, because it's all attainable. You know, we figured it out. I did my best this year, and we figured out a lot of things. I don't know it all, and as growth spurts come, as they grow in general, kids change. They change all the time. So, and I know that, being that Nikaila is my second, things change. But for now, for this next school year, we have a plan. The IEP was an hour and a half long, but it was worth the hour and a half. I felt way more supported this time. It helped that I had all my daily support system there. So all the therapists that see her and agree that she's growing just fine, that she doesn't need to be put in a program. If I wasn't the kind of mom I was, and didn't believe in homeschooling as much as I do, or if I absolutely had to work, I would have no problem putting her into school. Special education schools, there are really good ones out there. It worries me. Public school in general worries me, which is why we choose to homeschool. And it fits our lifestyle, fits our personalities, fits our lifestyle. So IEPs come along with any school, and if you choose to put your child in a school that, you know, specifically for special education, that's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. Those people are there for your kids. Let's fly this time. I just think for us and our lifestyle, this works really good. And so future might change. Haley will be going to 7th grade next year. That's changing. So we won't be homeschooling her next year, but Nikaila, she might do that too. 7th grade might come along, and we might go, it's time for you to be with other people, or get a different view of the world. Or she might not be the child that would work for. We'll see. Because right now she's fine. Like, she's really growing, and she's really maturing and stuff. So yeah, I think that's gonna be our plan. I'm pretty excited about it. So I think that will be all for today. If you would like to see more videos like this, or any of my future videos that will have special needs in it, or daily mom stuff, cooking, cleaning, budgeting, meal plan, meal prep, gardening, home DIYs, we're gonna do it all here. Just pretty much anything. Please like and subscribe, and hit the notification bell down below if you would like to see more. All right, peeps, bye.